Hello, and welcome. You're listening to the realest podcast out there, the C.A.P.Cast. Brought to you by your hosts, Eli, Maverick, Austin, Tyler, Damien, and whoever else decides to talk in the background this week. If you wish to support the show, like, subscribe, and leave a comment to let us know your thoughts on today's topic, or how annoying your least favorite host was this week. And without further ado, I present to you the realest episode yet. No cap. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of the C.A.P.Cast.
Episode 3 of Season 3.
Season 3.
Boy, do we have a good one coming at you guys. Let me tell
In
you.
this special episode, we're all sober.
Everyone's sober.
I'm so sober.
Eli broke a new record, guys.
He did.
I didn't.
Well, in this theoretical...
I tied the record.
No, you didn't.
I don't think
It
you've
was
been to
4.
4 before.
You never had 4 before.
I thought I had 4 before.
You've only ever had 3.
I've only had 3?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
broke the
I
record.
broke the record?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
broke the
I
record.
broke the record!
Yes, you broke the record.
Woo!
Guys, it's been one eventful night at Chili's, let me
Yes,
tell you.
Eli has broke the record at 4 drinks. So Eli is all tuned in for this.
Margaritas, nonetheless.
Yeah, he's all tuned in for this episode of the podcast. Eli.
Who's with us tonight?
Oh yeah, let's start to left and go right.
I'm Tyler.
He did say that. I'm Maverick.
I'm your favorite sober host, Elijah Lee Smith.
Good thing he's not sober. My name's Damien, your favorite actual host.
No. So what's? Oh, sorry, I looked over at Eli and he's not looking good.
I'm just chilling.
Being chilling?
What is the episode of this podcast?
So, I have a question for you guys.
Yes, sober
I
Eli.
might have an answer.
Do you guys want children? Like, ever in life. Not necessarily now, but ever.
Okay. Resident Square.
Hey, Resident Square wants 2 children.
2 children.
Very specific.
Very specific.
Why not 3?
Because 3 seems like a lot of management. If you got 2 children, it's an even... You can, like, have
Have-
one parent manage one while the other manages the other kind of
Oh,
deal.
Oh.
Have
you
seen
your family?
Yeah. Well, see, they got unlucky with the second child.
Okay.
What if you get unlucky with the second child?
I would never be unlucky.
That's what age would you aim for this?
I feel it's less important about the specific age that you're at and more how long you've been in the relationship.
Okay. So, like, if you meet a girl and a week later, it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm 30, but the girl's... I've only known her for a week, which this wouldn't happen because sex would not happen in that scenario.
Yeah.
But theoretically, if it did,
Could not be.
then that would not be okay. Well, in a different scenario where, say, I've been married for a while, then 30's a fine age.
Honestly, Tyler's just on the budget option, because you know how much condoms and Plan B cost.
No, I don't actually.
Fucking Plan B is $50.
What?
Yeah.
Well, don't mess up.
That's not for one use, is it? That's,
Well,
it
see,
is.
okay, here's the thing, right? It's not about messing up. It's about doing it intentionally.
All right. Eli, would
Yeah.
you want to have kids?
I would like to have kids,
How
just
many?
not now.
How many?
No more than 3.
3?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He said no more than 3.
That's still 3.
Yeah.
Why 3?
Because that's how many my parents had, and I feel like that was a good number. Because one was gay, and the other 2 were normal.
So you have 1 out of 3
We should
odds.
send this podcast to your brother.
You'd probably get a laugh out of it. Zach, if you do watch this, I have mad respect for you. I do throw around the fact that you're gay as a joke quite often, but that's not a disrespectful thing, I don't think. I think to really be who we are, we have to acknowledge the fact that some part of us can't be taken seriously, and I think that's probably, honestly, one of the best parts about having a character defined as ourselves.
Okay, number 2.
The apple didn't fall too far from the tree.
My daddy's straight.
Ooh. I don't know. He touches guys.
He only did wrestling in college. That's so straight.
Ooh, that's... Ooh, don't kick that. Matter of
Hey,
fact...
you did wrestling too, didn't you?
In
Ooh.
elementary school, I had no sexual desires then.
Ooh, but...
And if you think I did, then you wish
But you
kids
touched
had
kids.
I was a kid, dumbass.
Anyways,
You were in theater. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. I think,
Fuck.
Eli's having good thoughts over
I would
here.
also... You're grieving?
Breathing.
I think I would also probably want 2. 3's too many. Definitely.
What if they're spaced out really well?
What do you mean by really well?
One spaced out by 11 years, and the next is spaced out
That
by
11
7.
years is kind of a big gap.
My argument is it might actually be harder. Because I feel like the time separation that me and Orion have is pretty good, my brother. Because they figured everything out with him. And then they were like, yes, we know what to do this time. 11 years, I feel like you might forget a few things.
Nah.
Yeah, I think
Pretty big gap.
My sister turned out good, and that was the gap between her and my brother.
Yeah, but you didn't turn out good, so.
Yeah, but that wasn't the gap between me and my sister.
But between you and your brother.
But the gap between me and my brother is bigger than that. It's like...
A 20?
Fuck, is it 11? It is 11, never mind.
Damien.
What's going on, man?
I'm interested to hear... Oh, I just hit the fucking mic. Call me Damien.
Are we
hit
on the
the
right
mic
mic
okay,
still?
Dave.
I think we're on the right mic.
Does it say road up there?
Up on the right, yeah.
No, it definitely says
Microphone
array
until
Intel. That's definitely the default microphone.
How do I fix it?
Click the space bar. Hey guys, we're back.
We're back?
Hello?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hello?
Oh.
We're back. We are so back. Sorry guys, technical difficulty. I'm under the influence and no one else knows how to operate my shit. I'm sorry. I apologize if we've had quality issues up to this point in the podcast. But from here on out, we should be pretty good to go.
Okay. So back to it. Damien,
Hey, Maverick, how's it going?
how many kids are you thinking of getting at one point? Just snatching up off the street.
You can say 0 if you're gay.
Snatching up...
Ooh.
Eli,
Not wanting to impregnate a woman is pretty gay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
here's the thing, though. I think...
You know what gay people don't do? Impregnate women.
It's true. Having a breeding kink is like the most straight thing you can have.
That's true.
I love breeding.
It is true. Damien can testify. Anyways, Damien.
Testify.
What?
Kids? Yay, nay, no? Many? Busload?
I definitely want kids.
Being drunk is not good for this podcast.
Good thing you're sober.
Yeah, good thing you're sober.
Yeah. I totally did not come inside my girlfriend after the July trip.
Yeah, you told us about that, actually.
Yeah, well, now the internet knows.
Is she pregnant?
No.
No!
What the
I bought the $50 Plan B. That shit's so expensive.
That is really expensive.
It's so bullshit. I'd rather bought magic cards. She's not even around anymore. What bullshit.
Hey, she didn't deserve you.
You're so right.
How many kids do you want, Damien?
I still came in her, though. She was kind of bad.
That is
bad for you.
I like
Yeah.
how Eli went, it's not good, I'm enjoying this podcast, and then 5 seconds later said exactly what he was thinking.
No, okay, so here's the thing, Mike. It's like sending a drunk text. No one actually sends a drunk text on accident. They plan that shit out before they get drunk. It's like almost the same thing, because I didn't plan to say that before I was drunk, but like while I was drunk, I was like, I should say this. And that basically made it to where I was going to say it.
That made little sense.
You-
Don't try to explain
Okay.
it again.
All right.
Yeah.
We understood.
We understood, but we didn't
Anyone
understand.
that's tried to send a drunk text before understands.
Have you answered the question?
He has.
I have.
He wants children.
But
want
how
children.
many?
I definitely want more than one, but like I don't want like 20.
20?
I don't want 20. I don't want 10. I don't
Thought
want
daughter,
5.
10?
thought
No.
daughter or gay son.
Ooh!
What?
Thought daughter or gay son.
What do you mean thought daughter?
Whore
Whore
daughter, or gay
or
son.
gay son?
I'm gonna say gay son.
Really, Tyler?
Yeah.
Resident Square.
I agree with Tyler, because if he's anything like me, he's not getting any game anyways.
So ultimately, I don't really care what their view or sexuality or anything like that is.
Such a good parent.
As long as they're happy, that's
It'd be gay son, so I could beat it out of him.
That was pretty gay.
Beat the gay out of
How
him.
is that gay? That's literally the opposite.
The opposite. That's actually
No,
extreme.
dude, the
That's
gayer
extremely
side
homophobic.
is waiting for your whore daughter to
This
bring
is
a dude
why-
home and then jacking him off while
This
you're
is
trying
why
to
you're
sleep
number
together.
3, Damien.
I didn't do anything to get to number 3.
Number 3. For people keeping up with the rankings, I've moved down to number 4.
Because
I've
he
moved down
invested
to number
$2,000 in the
5.
stock market.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, Damien, you haven't.
Eli is gay.
See,
I am not. I'm not gay.
my thought process.
I love pussy.
my thought
Hey,
process
Zach.
on
Zach Grom.
my.
Hey, do you want children?
No.
Whoa.
Zach does not want children.
Austin also doesn't want children.
Seth, do you want
It's
children?
true, Austin doesn't want
Because I could
children.
probably buy more magic cards if I did.
Zach just said he could buy more magic cards, which is really funny because
no.
Eli had a discussion about buying magic cards.
Instead of Plan B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that seemed to hit Zach pretty good.
Like, if I didn't buy... Alright, let's see.
Oh.
I could probably complete, like, a whole Tron list if I did it.
He could.
Why would
Yeah.
you play Tron?
He could do a lot if he
I
didn't
just
have.
want
If he
to
didn't
Guys,
do it.
I have extremely good news. I'm past the point of feeling like I need to throw up.
That's
Eli
really good.
no longer feels like he needs to throw
I'm
up.
to the point where we could go outside and Maverick could spot me and I could try and do a backflip.
Let's not do that.
Let's do it.
So Eli,
How about after the
okay, hold
podcast?
on. I need to explain this. Eli, the last time he got drunk, has seen a video of learning how to do a backflip.
Garrett Casto is so cool.
What?
Anyways, don't kick the table, me. And we tried doing it, and it did not end very well. So now
What-
I think
what-
every
what's your-
time
what
Eli's
make you
gonna get
have?
drunk, he's going to want to do a backflip.
I want to do a backflip.
Who are you?
So his $147
Oh,
didn't go through on my
don't do that. What do you
It
do?
went through.
What's happening?
Eli is drunk
It's
texting.
an instant transfer. I have screenshots of all of it.
Currently.
He said you could-
What?
He is currently doing it.
I do this sober.
But
He
anyway-
just touched his forehead to mine. That's kind of sus.
But anyways, on the
Whoa.
thought daughter versus gay son question, I can respect a gay person. I can't respect a thought.
It depends what type of
I
gay.
can't respect either. What the fuck?
See,
Hey,
You
gay.
are gay.
Hey, gay Jay in high school. That was a good dude.
Who?
Gay Jay.
I don't know who that is.
His name was Jay. I called him. He was gay because he was gay.
He was gay because he was gay?
Yeah, I called him Gay Jay in my head because he spoke gay, but then it turns out he actually was gay.
Maverick homophobic.
Dude, there's some people you can just be like, oh, that fucker's so gay.
Oh,
Like Michelle Obama.
Well, I called Jay in my head gay because I was like, there was one point I was like, man, I shouldn't assume that he's gay because of the way he talks. And then he talked about how he's gay, and I was like, damn.
okay, but have you ever met a person who talks like that who's straight?
No. I will say I've never, which really blows my mind.
Dude, it's because the fucking dick reorganizes their vocal cords.
Do you know from experience?
Do I sound gay?
Have you made someone sound gay?
I don't know. You're
I
making
don't
a lot
think
of
so.
accusations, Eli.
Yeah, you know, Eli just...
You know, y'all really jump on the bandwagon of attacking me when I say something that you can interpret as gay. I feel like you guys are insecure in your masculinity, and I think it really speaks volumes about how gay you really are. Because personally, yeah, I'd fuck a woman, and a woman would fuck me. I don't give a
Hey,
shit.
you'd also fuck toes and bread, okay? Chill.
Yeah, I would fuck toes and bread.
Oh, my
Neither of
fucking
those are masculine.
Wait,
I don't
neither
care
of
what
them
Tyler
masculine?
thinks. No, what's masculine about toes or bread?
Guys can have toes? Guys
Italian
But I
bread.
like women toes.
Italian
You
bread
didn't
is
specify
phallic.
the toes.
You're fucking stupid.
Italian bread is phallic shit.
No, it's
If you want to know some gay shit,
fucking
text your jealousy
flashlights are
right now.
phallic shaped, dumbass.
Yo.
Yeah. What's your point?
I'm number 2. Fuck you.
I have a question for you guys that's back on topic.
I have an answer.
How would
Okay,
you go
me.
about raising your child?
Ooh.
Alright, Eli, you gave us a great reaction just there. How would you go about raising your child or children?
Let's
Yeah.
give you a second and go to
No,
the
no, no,
resident...
no, no.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
ready. I don't think that's a question that I can answer without having the experience. I think it's the kind of thing where to some degree, I would have to learn about this person as I go. And I definitely think I'd have to learn about their interests and establish who they are before I can really raise them as someone I can appreciate. Because someone I appreciate wouldn't be someone that I've forced something I believe upon, but something that they want to do and I encourage them to do. You know, it's not like... like, if I had a kid and I came out as trans, I'd be like, you're fucking retarded, but like, sure, dude, do you.
I agree with that. I definitely think it depends on the person themselves. Like, for me, I was, like, spanked not very many times. I was very much like, Maverick, you fucking dumbass.
Is that where it comes from?
What? Comes.
Maverick likes getting spanked.
No. I would still do it if I liked it. Anyways, later after the podcast...
What?
Dun, dun, dun. But my brother... Don't move the table!
That wasn't my fault. That was Damien.
I didn't even touch the table.
Okay, so I was very taught by example because Orion would get fucking spanked all of the time. Because Orion was a little bit of a not good kid, maybe a little bit on the spectrum still to this day, you know.
He likes feet.
He does like feet.
How
Remember,
is that different from you?
It's not.
ooh,
Did
it
I say
actually
it was different?
isn't different. But like, if I had a child like Orion, yeah, I'd whoop the hell out of him probably. Not like beat, by the way. That's a good clarification.
Yeah.
We are not beating children.
We're
And if
disciplining.
you think spanking is also child abuse,
You're autistic.
you're to a degree. Don't get me wrong. Like if we're like, you know,
And the degree is high.
if it's like not an actual hit and just more of like a that,
Teach them a lesson they won't soon forget.
yes. But if we're like, if I'm talking, Matt, like we're putting some ass behind it, you know, we got the sock full of coins in the corner, you know, that is a different story.
That's such a waste. Take that shit to the bank.
Sock full of soap.
Sock. Wait, what?
Ooh,
What?
dude, no, I went on a vacation with Jacob Jordan once, and I don't even remember what we did, but they made him eat like 2 bars of soap.
He probably deserved it.
That has. Wait, does that when we say eat,
Jacob
like he
Jordan.
ate or?
I don't know. He was in the trailer at the campground when it
So-
was happening.
so
I was outside.
I think I've bit soap before, not because of a punishment, but just to see like what it is. And I genuinely think I might be able to eat a bar of soap. I haven't done it in a long
I
time.
think you're just autistic.
I think you're just
That-
autistic.
no-
Next
Okay.
week's episode of the
I
podcast,
never claimed
Maverick
I
eats
was
soap.
not autistic. Now people who eat glue, I do not see how they do that.
Yeah, they're
Play-Doh?
autistic.
I can see how
You
they
have
eat
to wait
Play-Doh.
till it dries.
Glue?
Yeah, it's a texture thing, not a taste thing.
What
Are
do you
you
mean?
speaking
What do
from
you mean?
experience?
I'm actually not. I've never eaten glue, believe it or
Then-
not.
then
But
why-
I could see it.
But
If you've never eaten glue, you're kind of behind on your Marine Corps training.
ooh,
Well, I'm not in the Marines. So
I don't
it's
think
okay.
I've ate glue before.
You should try it. You should at least
Wait.
sniff it.
Wait,
Seth.
Put it in a little plastic bag and...
Hey, Seth, has Zach ever eaten glue?
What?
Has Zach ever eaten glue?
Glue?
Yeah.
have you ate glue, Seth?
Oh, glue.
Glue.
Yeah, like Elmer's school glue.
I don't know, probably.
You ever like drying your hand and then just...
I've never ate it.
You know what I remember? In elementary school, somebody used to eat toilet paper. Did you guys hear that? It was in art class.
You remember Picasso?
What year?
Young. It was
Oh, I wasn't at the
Mr.
school either.
Moultrie's class.
I loved Mr. Moultrie. That guy was so cool.
He's a good teacher.
That's a good. That is
almost as good as Miss Dee Dee.
Miss Dee Dee, dude. Oh, great.
Good teacher.
How would you raise your child? Okay, here's also a thing. Is the go sit in a corner, you think, an effective method?
I don't think it is.
It
It
depends.
depends on the child.
I think it would have worked with me.
It was not effective for me.
Really?
It was not effective for me.
No,
either.
my parents. So I used to be a problem child. It took my
What?
parents. Yeah.
The Resident Square? Breaking news on Channel 4. Resident
Tyler
Square
got
was a
suspended in
prop-
fourth
Tyler
grade.
was
I did
impregnating
not get
bitches in
suspended.
first grade.
You guys.
I got in school suspended.
Wait, you got insults? Wait, what'd you... Wait,
Because he went to go get his homework.
wait, what? Tell
I
the
went
story.
to go get my. Okay, so I was in math class, right?
Me and
No.
Tyler had the same math class.
I had a tendency to be rather forgetful at this point in time, so this had not been the first time this particular thing had happened, in which I forgot my homework in my backpack, which was in another classroom.
No.
Now, I had already, in previous times, tried asking my teacher if I could go to the other classroom to get my homework. I was told no in the past, and then I was got in trouble for not having my homework. So this time, I'm just like, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. And I went and got my homework without asking. Apparently, they don't like it when the elementary school kids leave the room without permission. So I got in-school suspension. But my parents thought it was stupid, so I didn't get punished at home at all. So I ended up getting off lighter than if I had gotten punished for not having my homework.
Lighter? I don't even know her.
I remember in elementary school, I definitely... So, I had a speech impediment. I don't know if you can catch that sometimes now. But, you know SpongeBob? You know, like, I'm Dirty Dan?
Yeah.
I definitely was saying, I'm Dirty Damn in, like, 2nd grade. And I specifically remember them, like, pulling me aside at the playground and be like, are you saying I'm Dirty Dan? Or saying something else? And at that moment, I realized it wasn't Dan. I was like, oh, I'm saying I'm Dirty Dan. and they were like, it doesn't sound like you've been saying, like, Dan. It sounds like you've been saying something else. I'm like, I can't speak, my bad. And they're like, okay, go ahead.
You know, I got ISS in elementary school
What the fuck?
at least
What?
once, but maybe twice.
Maybe?
What?
Yeah, I don't remember how many times I had it. So it was because of either one or both of these things. One, so we switched classes for social studies, and the class that we switched to had paper bananas on their desk, and on one of them I was like, dude, watch this. And I wrote pee on your head on one.
You got in-school suspension for that?
Well, yeah, because they drug our whole class and was like, who did this? And I was like, me. And the one they said, why'd you do this? I was like, I just did it so the person that really did it didn't get in trouble. And then they sent me back. And then they were like, who did this for real? And I was like, it was me for real. And they were like, really? And I was like, yeah.
Dude, you were a baller.
Yeah. But then I thought it would be cool. But then the other time, I was playing Spin the Bottle with some friends at lunch, but it wasn't like whoever it lands on you kiss. It was whoever it lands on has to do the dare, and the dare was saying the F word to your mom.
Oh!
And it landed on one of my friends, and he reported me.
What?
Yeah, dude.
A snitch?
Yeah, that's when I stopped being friends with that motherfucker.
Dude,
Who was it?
Who? First name?
His name was Hayden.
I know him.
No.
So, I will say,
That tracks.
Yeah.
He would be a snitch.
Yeah.
He would.
I have never experienced in my life the amount of snitches. Like, dude, you knew your core group in elementary school if they didn't snitch on you.
For real.
Like, middle school and high school, I never experienced it like elementary school. Elementary school was like, you had a tight-knit group and nobody snitched. And when somebody did snitch, they're gone.
Yeah.
Nobody
you
wanted
get
them.
That was not the case for me. Yeah,
What?
I
Dude, our lunch table was like tight.
No, dude, outside that one time that I got called out for playing Spin the Ball, I got, like, the teacher heard about me cussing, like, twice before that and pulled me into her office.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but I never went to ISS for those times.
I never went to ISS. I remember me and my friend in 4th grade, I think I threw one of his shoes over the fence. And so we went and told our teacher, he's like, hey, but it's lunch. You guys need to go for lunch. We're like, he doesn't have his shoe.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope my kid is as much as a gangster as I was.
Unless that happened twice, I remember seeing someone on that on the playground in that situation. So I think I was a spectator to your shenanigans.
It was Clayton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew Clayton.
That checks out.
And so it was Mr. Hatch's class. We went to Mr. Hatch and we're like, hey, Clayton accidentally kicked his shoe over the fence. Can we go get it? And he was like, yeah, sure. And to give context, it's not like it's a short walk around the fence. It's kind of difficult to get out there. And so me and Clayton just went and like walked around and got his shoe. And then our teacher was like, hey, like it's halfway through lunch. You just want to eat in the classroom? You want to talk about like a baller, like you and your buddy eating in the classroom with your teacher, just talking. And then everyone comes in. They're like, why'd you eat in the classroom? We're like, oh, we're cool. That's why.
I feel like that was a really big thing to get to say, like, you're in elementary school and you get to eat lunch in the classroom.
Dude, there were some things in elementary school that was like a big deal for no good reason.
And it was eating
Dude,
in the classroom.
You're
was one
trying
of
to
them.
tell me what was not the hawk trot, the fundraiser that they would do.
The fun run.
The fun
Fun
run.
run.
We had a fun run every year, and it was like they would train us for the fun run. Do you
They
remember?
would, yeah.
They would train us for the
The
fun run.
fitness gram pacer.
No,
test.
they wouldn't do that.
that
I know.
starts in
No,
middle school.
if they would have made the fitness gram pacer test like that, I would have been 1,000% more dedicated. But dude, the fun run, what a blast!
So
I remember never getting pledges.
I'm
I
not
got
gonna lie.
pledges.
I never got
I
pledges.
do have a question.
Okay.
What's happening?
How can we get more on track with our topic?
Well, we're talking about
the
us
qu-
being kids.
It's
Yeah.
true.
So I can go back to my topic before I got derailed.
Go ahead.
So I was a problem child.
Oh yeah, that's how we got here.
The sitting in the corner didn't work. The spankings did not work. Eventually, however, my parents realized that I'm a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
So they started grounding me from my video games and TV. And
Life
this
is like a video game.
this worked because I hated being bored for like more extended periods of time than what sitting in the corner could provide. So that eventually started keeping me in line. And then when the breaking point, I would say, from where I went to being a suboptimal child to being a good child, was when it was like the first year of middle school. I was super behind on one of my science classes because I was not doing any of my homework. And then my parents grounded me until I got all of it done, which ended up with me being grounded for like a month.
Dang.
I was never grounded again after that.
The gaming, I as a kid, I didn't game for long enough to have. I played a lot, but they did ground me. I think it was like 6 months. They grounded me, and I remember like if nobody was on, mom's gonna watch this, dude. If nobody was in the house, I had the password memorized to get into the Xbox. Like I finally figured it out one day, and so if nobody was in the house, I would play Xbox and then turn everything off as soon as I heard anyone hit the driveway. And but that didn't happen very often. It was actually kind of hard to be a little kid and nobody be home.
Right.
But I remember like at one point I got on and I was like, it really isn't worth getting caught. I'm just gonna wait. I think it was math. I don't remember which. It was math that I was behind in. But yeah, it kind of worked. I just go outside and like eat mud or something like that. I bet.
I played Chakra Ball.
You did what?
We made this game in our cul-de-sac. It was basically like soccer, but mixed with baseball, and instead of using a small ball, you used a medicine ball. And by medicine ball, I mean a yoga ball.
It sounds like.
And we'd pop the yoga ball, and then our parents would get really mad, because yoga balls are not cheap.
That blows my mind that they're not cheap for some reason.
Yeah.
But isn't that just kickball?
With a really big ball.
No. You had to catch the ball.
Isn't that how you get someone out on kickball?
It sure is.
But you don't kick it. I don't remember how to
You
play
said
the
you
game.
used your feet.
Yeah, you said you use your feet.
I don't remember how to play the game, I'm sorry.
Okay, well.
I can't testify.
You. Damien, how? Oh.
Hey, wait, so did everyone here say they'd have like a couple kids?
I think 2,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least, yeah.
Did anyone here say they wouldn't have kids?
Seth
Did anyone
and, Zach.
here? Well, yeah.
Seth, you said you wouldn't have kids?
No.
Would you like
Ever?
to? Would you like to share your reasoning?
Seth is one of the people that's in the background today.
Yes. Hi, my name is Seth.
I'm gonna need you to speak up.
Okay.
Or migrate closer.
Yeah, migrate
Yeah,
closer.
I turned the mic towards you, so that should help a little.
Alright. Hi, my name is Seth, a resident lurker here. I personally do not want kids. I struggle enough to take care of myself. I don't think taking care of something for 18 years is going to work that well. If I could barely get out of bed at 9 o'clock in the morning, so that's my
Okay,
take on
that's
it.
fair.
That
Fair
is
enough.
fair.
What about later on in life?
Nah, I'd honestly rather just travel the world and have fun. Like,
Okay.
not
So it's
worried
just
about
like,
that.
it ain't worth it at this point,
Yeah,
looking
like,
forward.
I'm responsible when it comes to actual responsibilities, but like I feel like kid is such a high level of responsibility that it's not something I would want to deal with personally, and I'd rather just invest that in something else.
Not a kid.
Yes.
That is a good point. We're taking Seth away. Thank you, Seth, for your input.
Thank you, Seth.
Kids are expensive.
They are.
They are not cheap.
That's why I'm going into that's part of why I'm going into a high-paying field, so I don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Dude,
High-paying fields work out very well in your favor.
Yeah.
being poor is bad.
Don't be poor.
Just
It
don't be
builds
poor.
character.
You know, that's an excellent point.
It does.
I do want to say that. That's what surprises me so much about how Tyler was raised, because I don't think it's exactly a secret. Tyler's family might have a smidge of money.
A little bit.
A little bit. And whenever I first saw his house, I was like, there's no way you exist here. And you're the way you are.
in
You're
his
way,
current house?
yeah, I'm like, you're way too humble for what you are. And it does sound like you had some progression there. A little bit.
I
If you're a
mean,
shithead child
Yeah, I mean a little. I mean, I would not claim to be a good person in elementary school.
I don't think anyone would, actually.
I was a great person.
Apparently,
Elementary school was the dark years.
oh yeah, Damien did not have a good time then.
I peaked in 5th grade.
I did not peak in 5th grade.
I was somebody told me I was a bully in elementary school.
I was never told I was a bully.
No, I was told I was a bully.
I just retroactively knew that I kind of sucked.
That's fair. I remember, like, every summer coming back to school and be like, am I the tallest one in the class? And I was always, like, second or third. I remember being so pissed about it.
that was a big thing, being the tallest one.
I remember the same deal,
And
but
shoe
with
sizes,
running.
that was also...
I was
was
never
never-
big with shoe sizes,
Do
but
you-
I was usually up there. I don't remember anyone ever comparing shoe sizes, but I was in the height competition. I was
Okay.
in that game.
Hey, here's one. Does anyone remember playing tag?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a specific group of people who would play tag.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, every time I played, what would happen if I ever got it, if they didn't say no tag backs, I would just slap the shit out of them.
Dude, Riley McNeil was so infamous for saying no tag backs the second he touched you.
I remember,
He would. He wouldn't even touch you yet, and he would say no tag backs.
the way he said it would make you so mad. You'd be like, what the fuck do you mean no tag backs?
and he, like, if we would be, like, honoring a game, it'd be like a good game, no tag backs, he wouldn't care. He didn't have morals.
So there was a second card uploaded to my Venmo. I went to that one. I think it's my CSL plasma card, but I just don't remember that.
Oh, okay.
Zach has
That would be-
told us good news.
Bad news.
Bad
I
news?
don't know where the CSL plasma.
He's lost money, which is always bad.
He's lost about $147.
Dude, no, this isn't a problem because remember when we were donating plasma and I lost my one check, so I lost $100?
Yeah, but it's not $150 and it's not a bill you had to pay.
That is unfortunate.
If anyone would like to donate to Zach, we'll put his Snapchat.
We'll put his OnlyFans.
His own. We'll put our sober editor will
Holy
put some.
shit. After this, Maverick, I have something crazy to tell you.
Oh, no.
Eli, do you have an OnlyFans?
I don't. I would never.
Did you-
Actually, so it may come as a surprise to those people that think they know me. But as much as I talk about having sex with whoever I'm
He
romantically
doesn't have a lot
interested
of
in,
sex.
I would not have an OnlyFans. I do kind of believe in having like that relationship with that one person.
What if you had an
Um,
OnlyFans? Like you,
I wouldn't.
how much?
I really wouldn't. I believe in earning every cent that I own to the point where it's like
Okay, here's a question: how much to piss your pants right now?
I don't have to piss right now.
What about
How much to shit your pants?
Why didn't you earn that
I don't
$20
give a
at
shit.
dinner?
Ooh!
Because I
Oh,
didn't deserve
did we
it.
explain? So
We did
basically, at dinner, Eli had 3 drinks, and I said if he drank the third one, I'd
No,
pay
it
for
was
the
the fourth
fourth.
one.
No,
Oh, no. If he drank
Yeah.
a third, you
I
pay
pay
for
for fourth. Then Tyler would pay for the fifth.
And I would pay for the
Yeah,
sixth.
Damon would pay for the sixth. And Eli got to the fourth. Tyler put down $20 extra.
A crisp $20 bill on the table and say, if you drink this and drink the fifth, you get this $20.
Yeah, so if he finished mine and Tyler's drink,
Which
he gets,
were both free, by the way.
he gets an added $20, and the man couldn't do it. I know our listeners cannot see, but Eli is extremely defeated looking.
So Eli also went to the bathroom.
Give me 4 drinks right now.
So
we
Eli
do not
went-
have 4 drinks.
Eli went to the bathroom 4 times during Chili's?
No, Eli.
And
Eli's
he
getting.
posted on his story every single
Eli, don't
time,
fall
and it
into
was
the TV.
updates, and they keep drastically changing, and it was.
Hey. So for those who, I guess did not hear, Eli has gotten up right now. I can only imagine is trying to locate a drink.
How the fuck is there no alcohol in here?
What do you mean?
Because I don't buy alcohol.
I'm not concerned about you. What do you care about the alcoholic?
I understand that.
Wow.
I need the basement room so I can have access to the bar really easily.
Here's the alcohol drink.
This is ginger ale.
Eli is.
Go pick that up.
Go pick
No.
that up, please.
Go pick it up.
Fuck you.
Eli,
I will, but
Eli
only 'cause I'm a
threw
good
something,
person.
and he's now picking it up because he's a good person. Do we have anything else to add to this podcast?
I'm just saying, the other
Yes, we
podcast,
do.
the
What?
other half was like 15 minutes long. We're
Why do you
probably
want
close to an hour.
kids?
Why?
Why?
Because I would like to keep the Mount bloodline going. If Orion beats me to it, though, there's not really too much of a point.
So, if Orion had kids, would you want to?
I think I would have an era of being a shithead uncle, and then
Ooh,
finally,
that's a good era.
dude, one of my favorite things is fucking with somebody else's kid, like your little man. I love just messing with other people's kids.
Wait, we
basically.
have an opportunity for an interesting take here. Heather, do you want kids?
No.
All right, cool. They're on the same page.
on the same page.
It's not interesting. We're gonna continue with where we were.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
But yeah, your little nephew, whatever that is called. Is it
Zayden.
nephew? Yeah.
Yeah, he's my nephew.
Your dad, actually?
I call him little man, and I love just
He's a
What-
good dude.
He is. Oh well.
okay. To us, he is because I can do things like pick him up, throw him around, put him in a trunk of a car. Like
It's okay. It's a single mother dilemma. I think any child with a single parent is gonna have their problems just because they don't have both parents. I think having both parents is an important part of your upbringing.
what he's doing great. What do you mean?
He's doing good, but he could do.
Having one
Yeah,
of them,
he could do.
I
He
had
could do
0.
better if we give him a fucking
Look how
bicycle.
you turned out.
Ooh, that's a good point. Damien did turn out shit.
No, you had your aunt and your uncle. That's a
I did-
feminine
I did.
and a masculine.
They
giving
have
into-
done quite a lot for
Zayden
me.
only has the feminine side, and guys that get raised by only their mom end up being manipulative.
No.
So, and as much as I'd love to be the cool uncle for Zayden, I'm socially fucking retarded.
Dude, I love being the cool uncle for Zayden, dude.
Yeah.
I gave him. How did
he definitely needs more masculine energy
How
in
did
his
he
life.
deal with How did he like his Hot Wheels?
I think he liked him. I didn't
He had
really
so
get a good
many
look.
fucking presents.
You know,
He did have a
I
lot of
actually
presents.
collected those in 2010.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had those for like 12 years,
Nice.
and I was like, yeah, I'm giving this kid. There's no way they're staying in the package, and I do not care.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely can see. I can see your sister being like, hey, teach him how to ride a bike, and me being like, all right, he's about to have some character growth right here.
Dirt
We're
bike.
taking them to the pump track.
We're finding a hill. We're getting rid of the brakes, and we're gonna say, figure it out.
That is the way I learned.
That is the way I just about learned.
definitely learned by going on flat and then rolling down the hill accidentally on the farm and crashing into a fence. Day one of me learning to ride a bike, I had a black eye and bloody nose and everything was swollen.
What's up with you and bloody noses?
So, like, especially when the weather, like, there's severe weather changes or pressure changes, I get bloody noses. Like, it fucks up my sinus system.
What the fuck?
So, especially, like, in the fall or the spring, or, like, when Tennessee decides to do a winter where it goes from 20 degrees as a high to 80, it fucks me up sinusly-wise. Like, I can breathe fine, but blood just starts pouring out.
Damien is a man of many strengths. His nose is not one of them.
Damien's nose has seasonal periods.
It does.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
But yeah.
Is it?
I do think that having both a mother and father figure is important for a kid. But the other thing that I think is very important is not being an only child.
That
Really?
is a good point.
I agree.
That's
You need
interesting.
somebody to beat the fuck out of you who is not your parent.
That's very fair.
Or you need someone
Yeah.
to beat up.
Yeah, or you need to be the big brother. Yes. Zach, you
Were
good?
you ever beat up?
Oh,
growing up?
absolutely.
Huh?
Oh, Ryan beat the shit out of me.
Zach,
Oh, Ryan would duct tape my legs together in my hands and put me in the laundry basket.
You had it coming.
did Seth ever beat you up growing up?
No, I would beat him up.
Ah, one of the big tails.
Whoa.
That doesn't surprise me.
They had
Did you
funny
beat your
tricks
brother up,
growing up.
Tyler?
I mean, I never beat
Yeah.
him up,
We'll see how
but
it works.
I did do this thing because I knew that if I caused my brother physical injury to any notable degree, I would be in good trouble. So there was a trial and error period of finding the limit of which I could cause him physical pain, but not cause him lasting damage. My conclusion was, if you grab someone by the back of the neck and apply a lot of pressure, it hurts, but causes no lasting damage.
Oh my god.
Isn't that like a choke point somewhere back there?
Something like
Like
that,
for
yeah.
like blood flow?
All I know is that it caused pain and caused me to be in less trouble than if I beat him up.
Mm.
How much trouble did you get for getting causing pain and inflicting damage to Braden?
I didn't inflict... Remember, the important part is that it doesn't inflict damage.
Right.
I very rarely got into trouble for doing
No, see what you
this.
do is you kick your brother in the balls, and then when your parents are like, "Why are his balls bruised?" You're just like, "He's probably beating his dick too hard."
I remember there's the point that I finally... Did you have a point where you're like, oh, I can't do that no more? I specifically remember it.
I mean, there was a time when I started doing it there wasn't a point in which I was like, oh, I can't do that anymore. It was a point in which my brother gradually stopped irritating me as frequently, and therefore I no longer needed to do it.
Me and Orion had like a sheer cutoff. It was, I finally got bigger than him. Like, I'm the younger brother, but I'm the bigger guy. And, we were fighting over a duct-taped water balloon, which is exactly what it sounds like. And I popped it by accident after it lasted 2 years, and he was mad. And, I ended up picking him up and, throwing him down and breaking his collarbone.
You've told this story
Yeah.
before.
And that was the point of, like, I didn't want to do that again. Because, of course, as a kid, I'm like, I broke my brother's collarbone. And, of course, he's like, my fucking collarbone. But also, it was the point of like, yeah, we probably shouldn't be doing that anymore. And it kind of just stopped. It was pretty abrupt.
He got respect for you.
No, because then it was just like, it was like physical to now like, Maverick, you fucking dumbass. Which is a fair point. I was not a very smart kid. Man, thunderstorm outside.
You know, I can see having a sibling as being important, because while I was not an only sibling, the closest sibling to me was 7 years older than me, so I only had a positive relationship with that person. There was no bullying or anything really.
Children need to be bullied.
They do!
And I kind of turned out to like feet and also repetitively say bitches love me, and when in fact they do not.
Yeah, that is an excellent point. I remember Orion has only ever given me one good piece of advice, and it was in middle school. Because Orion's also a weird dude when you really sit and think about it. And I was in 6th grade, and people were making fun of me. And I was like, how do you do it? He's like, why do you care? And it was just like that. I was like, why do I care? Why do I give a shit? And that was it was that one only piece of advice that I've been like, I remember that one. Everything else he's ever said to me was like, don't lift, don't use brakes, stupid shit like that.
Don't use brakes is not stupid.
Okay, it's not stupid. It is a good
Have you
rule of
ever
thumb.
once used brakes?
I can't remember.
Good man.
Yeah. Do we have anything else?
Do you guys like kids?
I like kids.
That's a weird, really weird
Not
question,
like-
Eli.
Not like the way that's
Do
gonna...
you want kids right now?
No.
No, I thought we established that.
I've got to
I'm
be...
drunk.
I've
I'm just
gotta-
trying to keep the podcast going.
We're at 40 minutes.
This is on the second part of the podcast, remember? We have that 15-minute section before.
It wasn't 15 minutes. It was like
What
7
the
minutes.
fuck is your deal, man? There's no first or second section. It's one fucking section. It's the
Did,
podcast.
did we resume back
Yes.
from where we had the mic problems?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know we just resumed. I thought we
Yeah,
started
we just
over.
resumed.
Ah.
No, if we started over, we'd be at 30 minutes right now.
My bad.
We can do math.
Yeah. I think I would like to be married for at least 2 years before I have a kid.
That's fair.
No having a kid on the honeymoon for me.
I had another memory from elementary school. I know it's off topic, but you know what another big deal was?
The Foursquare tournament.
No, flashcards in math tournaments.
Oh,
You know how they would put you in 2 lines and 2 people would have flashcards? Do you remember that?
I was so bad at math.
That was a
I
big...
remember
I
that.
still am.
I remember like getting put in a line and be like, he's good, she's good, he's bad. Okay, are we about to win this or not?
I remember it was 4th grade. Me and Tyler had the same math class. Zach Malcolmus was also in that math class.
Oh,
it was
you're
me,
fucked.
Tyler, and Zach Malcolmus. We were always ended up being like the last 3 like that were still in the line because we didn't get out for our class. Versus I forget who the other teacher was. But there was always competitions like every week, and it was always us 3 as the
Was
last
I good
ones.
at that?
You were. Well, you had the math tables memorized instantly.
Did I?
Back in your prime, Tyler. Back when
It was me, you, and Zach
Did I
Malcolmus.
peak in elementary school?
Join the club. Why are you looking at me?
I don't remember that at all. I remember like the only one of those like elementary school like
Your
semi contest things I remember being good at was like the reading checks that they would do. And they'd like tell you if you were like above average at
Right.
reading. And I was like always at least 2 grade levels above where I was at reading.
It's okay.
I got you. Yeah, I don't remember the reading checks, but
I remember
you being a big
I specifically remember them being like, a blue whale is the length of this hallway, and I was like, bullshit. There's no fucking way there's an animal as long as this hallway. I to this
Is
day,
there?
I don't remember, Damien. I just remember being like, the point that they say it started and the point it said it ended, I was like, bullshit. There's no way. That was whenever I had a friend who like tore his leg muscles. And
Fighting a blue whale.
No. And like
Rough journey.
they would put there was these like ceramic chairs that had rolling things on them. They didn't give him like a wheelchair. They just put him in one of those. And I was the guy that would let him like push him around, and we run down the hallways to see how fast we could go. Once again, something I feel like should have been stopped.
Who was gonna stop you? You're the one with wheels.
I wasn't. I was the one pushing the kid.
Yeah, but you could hop on.
I remember running as fast as I could and then pushing him and letting go,
Oh.
like in the hallways.
Oh.
Yeah,
Maybe you should have been
and
stopped.
we did it a lot, and I definitely thought people saw us, but we did.
That's a canon event.
Can you believe that? We went back to our old elementary school. Do you remember the rainbow rug in library that you'd sit crisscrossing?
Yeah, I do.
Still there.
Really?
Yeah, still there to this day.
Does
It
it
looked-
still have
Do
my
you think
shit
they've
stain on
watched
it?
it?
Dude, it looks still new. Blew my mind.
I did
Maybe
not
they got a
shit on
new
it.
one.
Maybe they. I don't, dude. I was like, there's no. How I looked at it and thought, how did I fit in that square? You know, the bookshelves are only up like my chest.
They're pretty small.
Dude, I remember getting elementary school. It's like, no, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but a political word for this party is jackass. And I was like, holy fuck!
What the fuck?
Who told you this?
The librarian.
What?
She was like, you can call this party the jackass party.
Who were they talking about?
The don't.
The donkey side.
Yeah.
I wonder what their political leanings were.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Marshall sent this to.
I'd like to put this in the group, in the podcast. Marshall Murphy has sent Damien a
And
picture.
not just Damien. It's the coaches and fighters and refs group chat.
Yeah, and it's him pissing. Just straight up, no dick, but definitely pissing.
And
Dude.
there's feet, Eli. There's feet in the.
Eli-
I don't care.
You care a little bit.
Did you save it?
No.
He just saved. Eli just saved it. Eli just
He's
saved.
got to go even higher up.
No,
Not
he's
Zach,
not.
but
Can't-
like, the gap
Dude.
between him and Zach is closing.
He's just trying to cover up his tracks
He
now.
sure is.
Dude, imagine trying to play to Tyler.
You would
raise
never.
or lower your
You would
rating
never.
in the
I,
gay scale. Oh, what is it, Eli? Speak up, child.
I think I don't want to have kids because I want to be proud of someone.
Are you not proud of yourself?
That's different. Being proud of yourself and being proud of someone else is different.
For me, I think a big part of the appeal is like I am to some degree an adventurous person, and I feel
Did you get pegged?
no.
Okay. You're in a dungeon,
You're not
right?
very adventurous.
You're in
then.
a dungeon, right?
Not that type of adventurous.
Never mind.
What if it was really cool?
What do you What if it was really cool?
Eli?
What?
Eli?
What if she had like a sticker with fire on it that she'd give you?
No!
Eli, is this isn't from experience.
No,
please.
this has not happened.
That was very specific.
Well, that's because that's the coolest thing I could think of immediately was a little sticker with fire on it.
Anyways,
But
we're gonna
anyways,
act like
I've-
that didn't happen.
What if she'd give you a human skull?
I feel
Oh,
like
okay, hold on. That's kind of fucking cool.
I already have one of those.
What?
What about a shark skull?
Oh, that's not. How big of a
Anyways,
shark?
A dinosaur skull.
I
What
feel-
type of dinosaur?
T-Rex.
Guys, I think Tyler's trying to say something.
Go
I
ahead.
feel like raising children is kind of part of the life journey, and I feel like you're probably missing out on something if you don't do it.
I agree.
I feel like, I don't know. Your point of, like, being proud, I just be like, damn, that fucker can walk now? Holy shit.
Dude, that's part of it.
Well, I'm just like, well,
I'm just like, holy shit. I kind of did that.
yeah.
Learn to
Like,
walk.
I contributed to that.
There's somebody at work who had a kid recently, and he apparently just barks at the kid, and it makes him smile every time. And like, I know for a fact it has to make his day, because he just goes, there's a video of him, the kid just starts laughing his ass off.
No, dude, that's totally... Because, like, I'd get annoyed as fuck as a kid at a kid that's asking questions constantly. But also, when, like, my nephew asks me questions, I just give him random-ass responses with big-ass words he will never
No,
understand.
I will say I do try to give a good response.
No,
Like, even if they do the whole fucking, but why?
I like giving him the bullshit stuff, and because he always acts like he understands.
I cannot
Bro,
wait until
He's halfway to being a STEM major.
I cannot
Why
wait.
would you want to be a STEM major?
Wasn't I?
You,
Yeah, I
like,
was
you
STEM.
like big paychecks?
Buddy, I'm going to be making more than you soon.
I'm just saying that STEM majors get big money.
I'm just saying...
What major were you? Wait, academy?
Oh, yeah?
Business.
I'm
Well,
talking about majors.
well,
Major.
jewelry industry... Never mind.
Yeah, but I can't wait for Little Man to get just a little bit older to lay the Man on the Moon spiel on him. Have I told you guys this one?
The moon's actually hollow.
No. So when I was a kid, my papa told me and Orion about the Man on the Moon. He got up there. He made his own rocket, right? And he flew to the moon. And you can talk to him on the CB radio. And to prove it to us that you can talk to the Man on the Moon, he went to his CB radio and tuned into the channel that you could talk to him. And he said, "Hey, is this the Man on the Moon?" And the Man on the Moon was like, "Hey, this is the Man on the Moon. How's it going down there?" And he talked to us. A few years later, I realized that was just a random-ass trucker. And that was definitely a joke that the trucking community just knew. Orion believed it for years. Orion, they were messing with the CB, their intercom system. And Orion's like, "We can talk to the Man on the Moon." And Marshall was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And Marshall's like, "The Man on the Moon! He made his own rocket. You can talk to him on the CB radio." And Marshall just goes, "Listen to what you just said." And apparently Orion just went, "Papa lied to me." And so I want to do stuff like that. Just like at a perfect age where they will remember it, but not question it.
What?
I'm gonna tell my kids Hitler's still alive.
That bridges an interesting question for me.
Okay.
What's your take on lying to your kids?
I think
I think
it's
it depends
funny.
on the topic.
If it's funny, it's definitely worth it.
See, I have moral objections to lying.
You have to teach them to think on their own somehow.
Hey, I will say, I was quite old when I found out Santa wasn't real.
Yeah, I
I was a
too.
hardcore Santa. Like,
I
Me too.
knew Santa wasn't real pretty early, like sometime in elementary school. But I went to everyone and was like, "Guys, I don't believe in Santa, but I'm not going to tell my parents because as long as they think that I think he's real, they'll give me more presents."
holy shit.
Yeah, I was balling.
I would eventually tell. I wouldn't wait as long as they did for me, or to convince me. It took a lot of convincing, but I would tell them. I'd be like, "But hey, I'd explain to them that it wouldn't be cool to tell other kids that he's not real.
This is mine.
I cried when I found out
I did
Santa
too.
wasn't real.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
Did you actually?
I
yeah.
wish I had a video
Dude,
of Tyler
me?
crying.
I bet Tyler, you were like you would argue with kids, wouldn't you?
I would.
Oh, hardcore! I'd argue with kids.
Tyler still argues with people.
With kids, too.
Tyler actually goes to the fences of
I'm in
playgrounds.
I'm in the elementary school debate club.
Yeah, I remember arguing like tooth and nail.
Tyler
Bro,
just goes to the
what-
fence of elementary schools. He's like, "Hey, kid, you believe in Santa?" And then goes off on them.
But only if they say they don't.
Yeah, they
Right.
don't. And they say they do. Go, hey, yeah, give me
So
a fist
what?
bump.
One time I was like on the cusp of starting to not believe in Santa. So I'm like, okay, I'll ask Santa for a picture of himself.
That's how it happened?
No. So and I'm like, if I get a picture, then obviously he's real. So my parents print off a picture of Santa.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, bro, this delayed my realization by at least 2 years. Because like I would get like
So how old do you think you?
I think
were
I was
when you realized
11
Santa
or
wasn't
12.
real?
I was probably like 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, about 11 or 12, I don't remember. I remember my dad and my brother making fun of me. For good reason. They were like, you still believe in
I have an
Santa?
important disclaimer. Santa is real for all those viewers who...
Santa is real.
Are intelligent. The facts are out there. Wake up, sheeple.
Thank you, Tyler.
Thanks, Tyler.
We just have to cover for him because the government's actually after him, so...
Yeah.
We know the government doesn't listen this long.
Santa
The
evades
government's
taxes
after
like
Yeah.
a
people, or
mofo.
Santa or Tyler.
Yes.
Yes.
Well...
Alright, good podcast.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
No, space, isn't it space?
Space.
Hey,
Thank you for listening to this week's edition. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment to let us know how we did. I would also like to note that nothing any of our hosts say at any point is to be taken seriously or as genuine advice. All hosts are simply adding their genuine personality to each episode, thus making this podcast the realest one yet. No cap.